groceries and fingers in your hair. The women all got roses in your theater of despair. And how I long to be like you, and no such discipline. To sit down with the teachers who helped you stay so thin. I loved your old world elegance and your clothes, your Chinese mind. I love the 1,000 women that you had to leave behind. The way you courted sights with bouquets on bended knee. Let her lead you in and out of love so easily. Playing a game, oh, catch me if you can. May the devil or the angel win the hand. They can find me, I'll never take the stand. A desperate man, desperate man. Well, I heard some call you angel, the ones who seem to care. They say you're over here and then they say you're over there. Like a ghost that walks the city streets invisible and free. Then you're up there on your mountain trying to find some dignity. You grew up in a winters and a black man drove your car. Your people tried to change you, but they didn't get too far. You gave them back their money. You said you wanted something pure. Spoke with such great certainty, you thought you might be sure. Playing a game of catch me if you can. And may the devil or the angel win the hand. They can find me, but I'll never take the stand. A desperate man, a desperate man. Now the cross is on the mountain, the churches will not fill. All the lovers pray in rooms from where they see it standing still. There are killers on our radios and their poisons fill the air. But tonight I heard a drunkard sing your sweet songs in the square. Mamselle Gibson, I met you on the sale-room floor of an abandoned music store, out of the way that no one knew. Mamselle Gibson, I took you straight into my heart. Just like a girl, you played the part, or maybe a thief whose love was true. Mamselle Gibson, Mamselle Gibson, you were the prettiest to me of all the girls in Tennessee. Mamselle Gibson, you only spoke in English then. I wanted you to be my friend. I took a class in Boston town. Mamselle Gibson, I'd only lived for 18 years and needed a place for all my tears. You never once did let me down. Mamselle Gibson, Mamselle Gibson, you were the prettiest to me of all the girls in Tennessee. Mademoiselle Gibson, you know I tried to be untrue. They couldn't sing as well as you, turning to music in my hands, Mademoiselle Gibson. And now our love will never end. Aged like wine, our sound will blend with all the angels in the band. Mademoiselle Gibson, Mademoiselle Gibson, you were the prettiest to me of all the girls in Tennessee. The prettiest to me of all the girls in Tennessee. You'll always be the one for me, the prettiest girl in Tennessee. When your sideshow's taking over and you just can't make the stage, you somehow lost your cover and it's raining on your cage, and a certain voice is calling, but it don't come in too clear. Your curtains are falling and you know you must go clear. Travel on, travel on. Everything you love is gone. Traveler, just sing your song. If you do it, it'll kill you, and if you don't, you'll die inside. Even when it doesn't fill you, and it only breaks your pride. It don't care for your excuses, it don't care about your pain. If the angel cannot use you, the angel leaves again. Travel on, travel on. Everything you love is gone. Traveler, just sing your song. For all the loads you tried to carry, when you couldn't take the weight, the dead you couldn't bury, and the love you tried to hate. Like old friends that come to gamble, that a dead end's getting near. But there's one road left to ramble, only one lane you'll clear. Travel on, travel on. Everything you love is gone. Travel on, travel on. Everything you love is gone. Traveler, just sing your song. Traveler, just sing your song. You can make it to the dawn. Travel on. the bandstand like the only woman with an empty glass. Found an empty seat and it was next to her, and he wasn't sure she was someone he had known in the past. They never spoke a word until the second set. Couldn't stop talking once their eyes met, and when the band went home they never noticed there was nothing on. He could hear the ocean and the wind and rain, feel the rush of blood when she spoke his name, like she was in its veins. So take him home when he was real, real gone. She met him at the docks in a cut-off jean, long, lean hair shining and skin so tan. Showed him to the truck, put his bag in the back, the keys in his hand, side beside him like he was a man. And she seemed so different from the ones before, who never seemed to know what they were looking for. She seemed to want him more, it was a drug he had never been on. So they drove around heaven and the sun all day. They made love all night, you know it was that way. He knew he had to stay always beside her, he was real, real gone. Well, he loved her more than he loved himself, more than she knew herself. He wanted her to be his wife, because she made him feel like he was a king, like he had everything, but then he almost lost his life. Because she wore him down until he couldn't see, with her jealous ways and insecurities. And as the years rolled past, it cost him more and more to roll it along. But he stood right by through the games and lies, couldn't find strength to leave her crying eyes. When she apologized and said she loved him, he was real, real gone. It came this morning just before the dawn, in a dream so long the hall of mirrors never, never end. Everywhere I turned I had to look at you, you were laughing too. I thought I'd never make it out again. He stared me down and he refused to speak. I woke up with tears burning down my cheeks, in the arms of a woman who can love me in a way that's strong. She whispered low, she held me tight, she let me know that it was still alright to stay all night, and reassured me you were real, real gone. I've been working in the north for a diamond mine, but where the north begins, you know it's always been a moonlit line. Some people say that's where the heartbroken go. The only thing I know is that I love her till the end of time. I make good money and I pay my rent. I know more or less how my money is spent. You know I ain't got someone like her around to play me the calm. I don't know how, but my will's returned. I got a drive to live and a desire to burn all of the pictures of the lessons I learned when I got real gone. Real gone. Black angel, sweet angel, please just tell me your name. Do you bring your mercy here only for my shame? black angel. Angel, dark angel, must we take this so far? I don't wanna burn out now, please let me out of this car. Don't wanna know how I got in here, don't wanna know where we are. Oh, black angel, I still talk to Jesus, but I don't ask for much no more. Cause I've been in pieces since you showed up at my door. Mama always said be careful, but careful what you're wishing for. But you and I both know I can't hear her anymore. I'll give you what you want now, if you just leave me alone. Cause I know that you're beautiful, but I want to go home. I'm not made of fire, I'm made of flesh and bone. Oh, black angel, oh, black angel. Without a place to call his own, just like a rambling rolling stone. And Johnny Guitar was his name. His legend spread from New York town to Paris, France, and back around. And though he had the golden sound, he never had a taste of fame. They say he started awful young, back in the day when the poet sung, when words could get you shot or hung, or buried long before your time. I dreamed last night a dream so true, Johnny told me not to do the things he did that made him blue, and good as dead at 29. just can't play a part that separates the vines of heart. 'Cause when they lie, illusions start to make impressions on their souls. And when they do, it gets obscene to see a man lose all his dreams, like when a wounded horse it screams, like seeing a crow fall from its pole. The best girls aren't too hard to hold. The biggest stories can't be told. The sweetest notes just can't be sold. That's how it must have been with John. The last days he was here were strange. He played out on the streets for change, and all the folks he'd entertained over the years would laugh and scorn. Took all them songs he had and headed out for good or bad, to the desert proud and sad, to make the stand he had to make against the phonies and the bums who never offered more than crumbs, and everything that didn't come to terms with what he couldn't fake. And what he found was just a dawn that wasn't right and it wasn't wrong, but simply put did not belong beside the setting of his sun. So the thieves took everything, some say they took it all. They took the money and they all skipped town. They sold us down the river and had a ball. Now you owe 100 strangers for your 1,000 slaves, for the promise of the glamour and the pleasure that it gave. All the games were misbegotten, they had the hands that played all fixed. You knew the plans were rotten, mister, but you kept on smiling and turning tricks, just to find your life in ashes piling up around your shoes. Will you just stand there pointing fingers now, or will you try to help us through? You went on through the grooming schools like a racehorse set for the gates, just to wind up in this concrete stall, working for a lifetime left and wait. I guess you thought it was alright, long as you could put some away. I hope they left some crumbs for you on the other side of your working days. But now your kids want everything for free and say they got nothing to do. Everyone's a stranger in their own hometown, feeling so motherless and blue. They're not asking you to be the goddess or the man who ran out on you, just to be the one they really need, or will you try to help them through? Don't it bring you down when you go downtown on Main Street? It feels like a tomb. There's nothing there no more since the new box stores in the suburbs boom. You see the lights shine through the curtains, TV's blinking at you all of the time, as you walk these empty streets, uncertain why it's feeling like the end of the line. I heard a woman talking to a crowd down on Parliament Road. She said, I really love my country, man, but I fear my government, you know, because we made them God Almighty and they forgot the golden rule. There's a dark hand pulling at the world, a man bigger than any old ship of fools. It knows the more you need outside of you, the less you feel complete. You're so haunted by the things you think you want, you can only dream of defeat. Make you sell your own soul down the river, where fortune only favors a few. But I believe we'll be delivered, friend, and that we're bound to make it through. I've lived beside you, girl, for some time now. Mostly I've lived on the edge. Lately I've been like a teacup sitting on your ledge, trying to keep myself full of sweetness. Bitterness keeps knocking me down. Every time you want a drink from me, I'm already down on the ground. There's a lot of people wondering now, things are only getting worse, if the ancient song from the book of life will offer up another verse. And they'll wave to you from the tallest ships of a sinking point of view. If you believe the lies fall from the lips, they're gonna drag you down there too, till you become the judge and jury and the criminal rules over a world where nothing's left to love, only a broken-hearted fool who's still measuring his happiness the way they always taught him to, in a game that he could never win, that could never help us. Well, the kids around here sniff gasoline in between the cars in the parking lot, hanging on the edge of an American dream, like falling stars that never really caught your eye. It's mama, can I have more money? Yes now son, don't tell me what it's for. Make sure you have a nice time, dear, but careful not to slam the door. Your daddy's watching a TV screen, don't know what's going on. So don't do nothing, make me get in between you now, 'cause I don't wanna hear that song. Skipping stones across the water, you can count them all out loud, but it doesn't seem to matter. Nothing around here makes anyone proud at all. You stroll down to the arcade to play a game of pool, to make sure that you can make the grade and make sure that you're cool. You sink the ball in the corner while someone moves on your girl. Think you'll call her and warn her there's so much to prove in your world. She makes a wish by the satellite dish that someone will notice her soon, make her a Hollywood actress or an astronaut to the moon. Her daddy is a mystery and her brother's out trying to break free. Her mama's living in a fantasy, it's the real world on TV. Real world on TV. That's the way the world should be. The message came this morning, I was there at the cafe. A man in black came in and said good day. He ordered up some coffee, he poured some whiskey in. He said he had some news, I listened in. Oh yeah, train is coming soon. I saw it in the moon with my own eyes. Oh yeah, the train is coming soon. You'll be a good boy, you won't die. Well, no one said a word, scared of what they'd heard. You could have heard a pin drop in that place. The man in black was silent, he looked around the room. Nobody would look into his face. Oh yeah, the train is coming soon. Saw it in the moon with my own eyes. Oh yeah, the train is coming soon. Be a good boy, you won't die. Oh, and then a fat man spoke. He said, that's a funny joke. Hasn't been trained here in 30 years. He lit a big cigar, said, I know just what you are. We don't like your kind of people here. Oh, and then a woman stood. She said, that don't sound too good. Mister, tell me where it is outside. Or can I take my things, my children and my rings? Or shall I leave my jewelry behind? 'Cause I bought lots of things before. I lost a salesman at my door. You know I'm old enough to know that nothing's free except to be born and to die. All the rest is just a lie. Unless you got himself, I'll need a guarantee. I'll need a guarantee. I need a guarantee. This used to be a different town. It was a different scene. Nobody talks about it now, but that don't mean a thing. Sometimes I get to thinking, when I get those hometown blues and the memories of friends back then, I think about it too. Now who remembers Margaret, the queen of all downtown? Big eyes behind dark glasses, the black hair coming down. the headband and the parka, and the way she'd always grin, the burn marks on her face and hands, the moose-hide moccasins. She would talk to every stranger, always with a smile around. And if you ever gave her money, it was 'cause she was your friend. Keeping daddy in his crutches, and a bottle in a bag, he would stay out of her clutches. She was everything he had. Well, in the summer heat, we'd comb the sidewalks for coins and rocks and coals. We'd stick them in our mouths for taste. We'd pretend that we could smoke. When we get tired of the woods, we'd race our bikes downtown. Somehow we all felt safe, just knowing Margaret was around. But sometimes she'd sit there laughing, as drunk as anything. Sometimes she'd try to chase you, sometimes she'd dance and sing. There was one time selling papers, she caught me standing there outside. She said, "Be my baby, paper boy," and she held me as she cried. Well, I told my mom about it, and she said one time in the past, Margaret went out to the hospital. She broke a bunch of glass, 'cause they'd taken all the babies. So she tried to steal one back. They caught her by the door, she said. Can you imagine that? We all got older after that. We went away to school, down south where no one knew her name, and people had more rules. I guess I took for granted things back home would never change. But Margaret was already gone when I came back again. But they said she ran for mayor, and the whole town had a laugh. So many people loved her, she almost won by half. Some said it made her stronger, that she took it all in stride. But it wasn't too much longer after that. They say she died. She left Ronnie, she left Billy, Johnny Bones and No Hands Joe. They're all gone now like the others, gone like the wind that blows. Now who remembers Margaret singing as she shovels snow? I can't walk by the post office without seeing her there, you know. I can't walk by the post office without seeing her there, you know. I can't walk by the post office without seeing her. nobody can live in your mind where no one can see you. Nick, it's just you. You can't understand why no one can free you or lend you a hand. No one can see you, no one can free you. Playing those songs in your mind, songs in your mind. No one can see you. The Four Seasons play, the record spins round. Your mother can't wake you, they break down the door. You don't make a sound. I guess those angels must take you when summer begins up on a mountain and down in the valley, playing those songs in your mind, songs in your mind. And when no one can hear me, then I feel you near me, playing those songs in my mind, songs in my mind. And there's nothing to do but sit by a window for thousands of years. I sit by a window until I forget, until it don't matter, and life just goes on.